I'm gonna make a presentation about capoeira. It's a very common martial art or sport in Brazil, and I hope all of you know capoeira. Probably
Yes.
have already seen it.
I know the
No,
name.
you don't. Explain it. You'll need to explain it.
Oh, okay. Before I make a demonstration and show you, I'd like to do some history lesson about the capoeira, the history of capoeira. It all began in the 16th century. What happened that in Brazil was a stage of many violence in the century. Why? A lot of Portuguese guys get 2 million people from Africa, of black people, black-skinned people. Can I call them niga?
No. Black. African Americans.
Okay.
Sorry, African.
Okay.
Africans.
So they got 2 million of Africans and bring them to Brazil as slaves. And 2 million is a lot of people. So almost all of these Africans went to Salvador. That's my city. It's like, there is all Brazil. It's like on the coast. So that's why Salvador, the place I came from, it's known as the African capital in Brazil because there's a lot of black people there, like 80% of the population. Let me see what else I got here. Okay, about the capoeira now. While they're holding the captive, yes, as slaves, many guards were watching over them. And what happened? Like 2 million, as a lot of people, they didn't like to be slaves. No one likes to be a slave. So the guards were just, we need to work all day long, like 24 hours a day. And they needed a way to self-defense. They need a way to react. So they started training capoeira. What happened is, if the guards see them training capoeira, the guards will just say, "What are you doing? Go back to work. You can't train this. Are you training to beat me?" So what they did is that they trained it in circles. As I'm gonna see you on the video, the capoeira is like a circle, a huge circle. So the guards couldn't see what they were doing. They just see a circle and they thought they were working. And inside that circle, they used to play capoeira like a ground sport, like this. So they were just like in the ground, so that from above the circle you couldn't see. Let me see. What makes capoeira so different from other sports is that in capoeira you got music. So you got a sound of berimbau, is this instrument. It's like the ding dang dang. Let me put it here so you can hear. Where's the sound?
Sorry, it's on the
Here?
there, yeah.
Okay. So it's like this. You call berimbau here as well?
Yes.
Okay. You also got pandeiro. You know pandeiro? It's like used for samba, like. It's a Brazilian instrument called pandeiro.
Tambourine. Like a tambourine.
Okay, so basically these two instruments and a few more makes the music of capoeira. Usually people also sings, but well, I don't know in English how this works, but usually sings about capoeira, about how the black people resisted against the slavery and this kind of songs. Let me see what else. The point about having music, the reason they have music in capoeira is that when they were training, the guards were watching. If any guard sees you playing capoeira, they would think you were dancing because there's a lot of music. So if capoeira is just like a dance, as you're gonna see. So people would think you were dancing instead of fighting. So it's a good way to distract the guards. Nowadays the capoeira has changed a bit. It's not too groundy. Sometimes you jump and use any other movements that are not from their initial reason, but it's still the same. Well, that's the history of capoeira. There are also some curiosities, like about the clothing. People usually don't wear shirts. They're just like naked.
Topless?
Topless.
Yeah.
And they always use white pants. Why? Because your pants tells your level of skill. Because capoeira involves a lot of, trying to beat the other opponent to the ground. So if you're a beginner, you get a lot of time on the ground and your pants will get dirty. So if you got dirty pants, it means you're a beginner or a not so good player on capoeira. Let me see what else. Oh, they also use a cord here. Cord?
A belt.
A belt. That symbolizes the skill level. Like every 6 months or every year, you do a test to get more graduated belt. I think it's just like on judo and other martial arts as well. Well, before I try to demonstrate, I think you guys would like to see this video of capoeira. I used to learn capoeira in a group, like, I don't know, 6 years ago or maybe even more. So that's how it looked like a game of capoeira. Hope you like it. You can notice the berimbau, how did you say? Bandeiras?
Just the little one, it's a tambourine.
Yes, the tambourines, the people singing and clapping, this is quite usual as well. Here are the pants I told about and the belts. And it's just like a dance and you're fighting and you're, involving each other. As you can see in some seconds, in this circle, usually 2 people begins like this. The master, the most graduated guy, stay here playing the berimbau and telling the song we're gonna sing now. And to begin, you must lay down like this.
Kneel.
Kneel. Get on your kneel. Compliment. No.
Shake hands.
Shake hands with your adversary, and then you begin. And then you can begin the capoeira. That's how it works. But since there is already 2 playing, if you want to join the fight, you must just like, if they're fighting here, you must go through them and kind of ask, "Oh, I want to fight you," and then the other guy just goes out. The video will probably show this. That's how it looks like. I don't know, maybe someone would like to learn a bit with me. Daiki, Tomo, or maybe even
Do you want to learn
Chisu.
anything? Do you guys want to try?
Come on, one volunteer, please.
Okay.
Come on,
I
Daiki.
try.
Oh, you look like good.
Careful of the
Alright, player.
One more person.
Careful
One
with
more
the
person.
camera.
Okay, one more person.
One more person. Sam.
Let's go. Okay. Capoeira involves a lot of, as you can see, a lot of, leg, how can I say?
Kick.
A lot of kicks and a lot of this stuff. But it all begins with its basic steps.
Okay.
It's just like this. So like this, you just go. Your hand is to protect yourself from what is coming.
Okay.
And this is like the basic dance of capoeira. Yeah, you're doing good. So when you're, come on, Sam, your time, go. So the music we're gonna be like skin dang dang, skin dang dang. Come on, man, you can do it. So when you're challenging someone, it's just like here. You got in front of him, and you're just dancing like this.
Like this?
Yes, like this.
Okay.
And then we begin to do the kicks and all this stuff.
Super slow.
The techniques I know is just like, I don't know the words in English. I just got to
We usually use the Brazilian words, actually.
Okay. This is called martelo. It would be like hammer in English. It's like this. You're just here, and then you try to kick them in the head. This.
Okay.
And then come back. And you can't lose the hip, so it's just like... there is one called crucifixo, I think it's like cross here.
Yeah.
That is a frontal kick, so it's just like this. It's a bit different, in the hammer you try to hit on the head, the crucifix you just try to hit him like here. Every time you see...
Wait a second.